I apparently have been underestimating the fun that you can have in a Miata. It's a pretty cool car. The only thing that would make it better is a giant turbo. She's a ripper. Now, you might be asking yourself, Casey, is that a flying Porsche? Yes, it is. You might also ask yourself, are those jack stands strapped to the front of it? Yeah, because I need a counterweight. Don't ask dumb questions.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Finally have a real hot rod in the shop. A Miata. I'm joking. I just got this thing. Oh God, it's so tiny. Ooh. Now, I wanted to buy a running and driving one. Not because I like this motor by any means, but because I wanted to make sure everything was good. Brakes, wiring, all the bullshit. So that we can just get the Porsche body on top, and then we're gonna do an engine swap. Most likely. These little shits got some pep in the step. Even though this car is just for a chassis swap, we gotta see if it'll do a burnout, right? I mean, come on. I apparently have been underestimating the fun that you can have in a Miata. I have a giveaway going on right now for this bagged ASTRO van. Look at that thing! How cool is that, baby? And it could be yours. Go to Caseyscustoms.com. This was actually not on the schedule for probably another week or two. Kind of having my hand being forced right now because the city is a little mad that we have too many cars outside. So we need to consolidate 2 parking spots. I have the Porsche body down in my other shop. I have the Miata car here. It's time to strip the Miata and get it on top of the Porsche. This thing is so small, I can sit it down in my other shop in front, or basically next to my 63 Vet. We need to tear into it, get all these parts off, start selling stuff that I don't need. It has a brand new top on it. From what I've read, these are a pain in the ass to take off though, so I'm not excited about that. Never messed with a Miata before. I don't know that I've ever messed with a Mazda, now that I think about it. So we're going to definitely be cool with our wiring, make sure we don't cut anything. I am not planning on running this engine, but I want the donor chassis to be running and driving while we put the Porsche on top, and then we will figure our motor swap out later. A smarter person might do the motor swap now and then fit the Porsche body to it so that everything works. But from what I've measured, where everything sits, my driver's seat position versus where the Porsche driver's seat is, it should be pretty damn close anyway. So we're not going to get too crazy whenever we put the Porsche on top. Just get some tack welds on it so it's where it needs to be. Make sure my wheelbase is all lined up and everything, and then do an engine swap. But it would be kind of fun to drive the Porsche like this and then start doing the engine stuff later. Because what you don't want to do, rip everything apart, get it stripped down to the frame, and then rip the motor out, and then you have like 2 projects at once. You're trying to get a motor in and you're trying to do the body. I want to just get the body on, running and driving, then we'll do the engine swap. I'm already rambling because I'm tired. My wife and kid are both sick, and I was like, they just don't have the strong will that I have. I'm just a man, and I have so much testosterone. And I'll be honest with you, I'm feeling shitty, so that's not good. I might have talked myself into being sick, trying to be too cool. So let's get to work while we can. Miatas really are my thing. Just too big for it. That's why we're going to cut the living hell out of this one. But I do have to say, I love pop-up headlights. You know, it's funny, when I was younger, I had a buddy that had one of these, and he did the winky thing. You can do them independent, basically, so you can wink them. One up, one down. And I was like, man, that is so corny. I thought it was cool as shit. I just didn't want to say that. Okay, all right, I've had enough fun. Let's cut the living hell out of it. Now we get to have some real fun, baby. Okay, I have been sleeping on Miatas because, no joke, I'm 25 minutes in, and I already got a lot of stuff taken off. I even took off shit I didn't need to, but I was already under here, so I did it. And what's really cool about this, all of the wiring unplugs, and look how much room there is to get it out of the way. Oh, man, you don't know how many times I've had to take bumpers and taillights off and then start cutting a bunch of wires to try and reroute it. I got all the room in the world. Freaking love it. Miatas might be the shit. Also, I didn't realize it. This is aluminum. These weigh, well, maybe the trunk isn't. The hood is. I mean, that weighs nothing. I mean, 5 pounds? The trunk's super light too. It might be as well, but I mean, it's, I don't know. Well, now, you know what? This is the problem with me is I say shit like that and then I get curious. And now we have to find out. We can't be making content and not. That's definitely steel. That is aluminum. Okay. The trunk is just so small that it's lightweight, but the hood is aluminum. Oh, also check this out. Look at this little guy. Look at my Diet Coke next to the battery. It's a freaking motorcycle battery, basically. It's the cutest little patootis I've ever seen. It's a cute patootie. I've heard that the top is a pain in the ass. I think I already said that. So let's move on to the front end. We might do the top last. I don't know how many wires go through the door. If there's not a ton, the door shouldn't be too hard. But let's keep going. I was tired when I started, but now I'm kind of excited. This is awesome. Sweet, let's keep going. Got a little bit of damage up here. Doesn't look like it hit the frame at all, but this front spreader bar, whatever the hell it is bent. This is the second time I'm gonna be using my floor-mounted winch as a frame machine to straighten something. Shout out to Chat. Chat was like, hey, not only can you use that to pull cars in, you can use it to pull frames out. I'd done it the other day with something, worked perfect. I used it on the 61 Ford, pulled all the damage out from the core support. And we're gonna try and see if we can't do it on a little Miata too. Let's go. My wheel chock isn't holding it. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah. Oh, it's moving. Hold on. Let me get a better wheel chock set up. We'll try this again. All right, round 2. Let's see. Oh, there it went. A little bit more. Come on, baby. Come on, wheel chocks, hold the damn thing. It's a little car. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, my God, it's perfect. Oh, yeah. There we go. That works so well, you have no idea. I think that's my air conditioning compressor or condenser, whatever the hell it's called. It was touching that before. It was actually stuck on it, so that's how much it moved. Sweet, all right, let's keep going. All right. We got everything stripped but the doors, and I just did a little check-in. The only wiring to both of these doors is those speakers. So I don't really need to be careful at all because I don't really care about speaker wiring. Everything came off. Top was a pain in the ass. It wasn't as bad as I was thinking, but there's bolts down here, bolts under here, and then there's clips that screw onto these. So it was, yeah. It was fun. I thought this had to come off, but this is glued on with, I have no idea, some sort of crazy horse glue that is bonded forever. I hit it with an air chisel, it didn't come off. But I thought that had to come off, it doesn't. The convertible top actually goes underneath it. An hour and a half, 2 hours in. I like these. Now, the reason I've never used a Miata before is because they're tiny. They don't fit anything. They have like a 90-inch wheelbase. They fit a Porsche, which is nice. That's basically the reason I've never played with them before. But as far as the wiring, amazing. Everything is unclipped. Everything is pretty much out of the way. I'm gonna pop these doors off, call it a night, and then tomorrow we start cutting, baby. I'm excited. All right, let's take these damn doors off real quick. All right, last piece of the puzzle until we get the cutoff wheel out anyway. Okay, now you just have to open the door. Bada bing, baby. Oh, God. The doors are not as light as the hood, I'll tell you that. Oh, God. All right, I'm going to blow the shot. Well, actually, no, I'm not. I'll do that tomorrow. I'm going to put all this crap on Facebook Marketplace. Hopefully somebody comes and just gets it all because I don't want to piece it out.
The next day.
All right, baby, we back. It's time to cut some shit. I think I'm going to take the seats out. I don't think I'm going to use these seats by any means because look how tall they are. I am way too tall to have seats that big, but I'm going to use them while we're moving stuff around, so I don't want to catch them on fire or anything whenever we're going crazy. I might do some cross bracing. I realized it afterward. I should have bought, oh, what's the thing the ricer guys put on all the shit? Strut bar. I was going to say sway bar. No, it's not sway bar. Strut bar, where it attaches your strut to your other strut. It shouldn't matter in the front because we're not cutting anything structurally out of the front, really. I'm not really going to cut any of that yet, just the windshield. That's not very structural. But in the rear, we might get a little cute. So we might do something to kind of tie these together back here. Do they have a rear strut bar? I thought they did. Maybe they don't. Does this model not have a rear strut bar? Does it go behind here, maybe? Oh. Okay, well, maybe we learned something. Maybe these don't have them. If I was smart, I'd probably drop the tank. I don't know how bad I want to drop the tank. I don't know. Let's get to work. We'll figure out it. We'll do something. If I feel like I need to get the plasma out, I will definitely pull the tank. But if we can do most of it with a Sawzall, probably don't need to pull the tank. Just for the record, you always should. But sometimes I'm lazy. Yeah, shit happens. All right, let's go. It's a Miata. I mean, it's not like it's a 32 Ford. If it's a Miata, you catch it on fire, you have some laughs, and you put it out. All right, let's cut some shit. Well, actually, let's take the seats out and then cut some shit. I've decided to go ahead and weld in some 1-inch square tubing right here across the rear of the doors, and then I'm going to do it in the back, basically the back frame rails. I don't really think it needs it, but it's easy. Takes a couple minutes, no big deal. The only problem with this one is there is all kinds of caulk in the corners, and I can't even grind it out. Don't you hate that when there's all kinds of caulk in the corners? Too much. I'm obviously being a 12-year-old saying the word cock a bunch of times, but I'm not even joking at this point. Look at this. This whole corner was filled from there to there. I have been grinding this for 15 minutes. I can't get down in the corners very good, so I got to use a wire wheel. I got it pretty good now, but wow. Holy crap. Also, I had a feeling we might have some rust in here because somebody added sound deadening, whatever you want to call it. Dynamat. So I saw that and I was like, oh man, we're gonna have to go crazy and do the floor. This is actually just a cover. This is nothing. This isn't even the floor. I don't know what the hell it covers. I assume the ECU or something under there, but this is no big deal. I checked underneath it. It's all solid back here. We might replace that. We might take it off. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's weld some shit. Okay, braces are in. Now we can start cutting and breaking stuff. Let's have some fun. You have no idea how bad I want to start with the windshield. Just, the problem is, I usually do that and then I have glass everywhere while I'm working. It's a pain in the ass. I usually cut myself, but it's calling my name. Oh, I'm gonna try and be smart. Don't listen to the voices in your head. Okay. Oh, let's start cutting the rear first. God, it would be so much fun. We'll do that in a minute though, I promise. This little bastard is built really well. I'm like half a day in and I've barely got shit cut off of it. I like to keep gas tank lids, filler neck lids, whatever the hell you call them, gas doors. That makes more sense. Jesus, it's getting late. I like to keep them and I use them on other projects, especially when they're kind of cool or funky like this one, because you can weld them in a different car, obviously. Or even the Porsche that we're doing. Maybe we'll get funky with that. But this one I like because cable operated. Might not work because it's off the car. Let's see. Ooh. Pop. Ha! Still kind of works even though it's in a bind. Okay, I'm done for the night. We are just, oh my God, she's beefy. I didn't realize it. I was not familiar with your game, Miata. I was not familiar at all. I am now. Usually whenever you get to cutting up a unibody car, it's stamped sheet metal, stamped sheet metal, stamped sheet metal that makes it a thick piece, but it's a lot of little pieces that you can cut. This is like heavy duty piece, heavy duty piece, heavy duty piece. This right here, my convertible top structure, I mean, I guess this is a main frame point. This is like 3/8 of an inch thick. I mean, it just takes forever when you're cutting through it. This is super thick. I'm gonna keep some of it. I don't need to keep all of it. I'm gonna trim it down to about here, but this is, I mean, heavy duty. I can't tell you how many of these I've cut into, and then this was just sheet metal, but this is all big stuff. Cut the quarter panels, cut this rear filler panel for the taillights. Nothing moved at all. Sometimes you'll cut those, stuff will jump in on you. Nothing moved at all. The piece that I welded in back here, I thought I welded it to a super thick point. Wasn't really that great. The thick stuff was back in here, and I didn't want to weld back there because the gas tank is there. But I mean, this is still helping, but it's just a stout old girl. I like them. Back tomorrow, we will cut, and I'm taking that freaking windshield out. We'll be back, baby.
The next day.
What the hell? It doesn't make that noise when it runs, but when you turn it off, it does, apparently. We need to adjust that fan. Sorry, that was 20 seconds. I hope Richard cuts down to like 5 seconds. We're back, baby. Time to cut some shit. We're going crazy here. I got the whole day, night, whatever you want to call it, to rip this thing up. I want to get rid of this package tray. I want to get this cut all the way into here. I want to get rid of this. Even though it's pretty damn structured, I think we'll just add it back. I don't like how high this is because we don't have a convertible roof anymore, so we don't need that. We got to cut up everything. I want the windshield off of there. Most likely, whenever we get the Porsche body, we will find out if we need to trim this in at all. I don't think I need to because this is a narrow little guy just like the Porsche is, but I'm definitely not cutting that early because I'm not sure exactly my measurements just yet. I could run down to the other shop and take a quick measurement. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know. Let's start cutting some shit, baby. We're going crazy tonight. Let's get this thing down to basically a floor pan and engine. Let's go. Okay, I got the back all cut up, stripped down the way I want it. I'm just gonna clean up a couple edges real quick because this stuff is just like razor sharp. It's always part of the fun of chassis swaps. All the little sheet metal pieces just want to cut the hell out of you. And my battery died. I'm going to clean this up just a little bit more, and then we're going to work on the front. I don't really need to strip much of the front other than the windshield, I don't think. All right, it's time. I think this Miata is a pretty cool car. The only thing that would make it better is a giant turbo. Put it like right there somewhere, maybe? Something like that. I don't know, let's see. Let's find out where the best place is. Try and be smart. Don't listen to the voices in your head. Okay. That's not a bad spot, actually, because that's on the exhaust side. So then it can kind of just wrap straight into the intake. Actually, that picked pretty good. Let's check one more time, just in case there's a better spot. Ah, never mind. It decided it doesn't want a turbo at all. Shit. Boy, that's a really strong windshield. There's no way it's taking 3, though, right? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Turbo right in the middle. Now we're talking. Now, is there better ways to remove a windshield? Absolutely. Is it cleaner, smarter, just better all around to just take it out the right way? Absolutely. Is it more fun? No, that's a blast. This poor turbo has probably been through 10 windshields at this point. And you know what's funny? I bet it's still good. No play. 0 play. I would run this thing in a heartbeat. Ha! I can't remember even where I got this, but it's been around for a couple years now. All right, let's cut some shit. Okay, got the windshield out, got rid of all the freaking glass. Glass gets everywhere. If I was smart, I'd get one of those, I think it's like a heated knife they use to take out modern windshields. I take out enough of them, I should probably buy one, but then we wouldn't have fun throwing turbos through windshields. So I was just gonna cut the pillars off and then kind of figure out where we needed to go next. Check this out. I got online. I swear I don't know how these keys... There we go. I don't... There's something wrong with my phone, I think. I need to get that figured out. I got online and they have basically every measurement you need on a 80s Porsche, which is huge. So I was able to figure out basically exactly where the end of the dash is. It's 51.5 inches. So I got it marked on here. This is actually 51. So I can come out a little bit more than that. And it has so much taper down it, it's hard to tell in the pictures, but I don't need to make that cut all the way down. I probably only need to go like right here. We might end up going lower whenever we start putting the body on, but it has like a, you know, it gets wider at the bottom, if that makes any sense. It's hard to explain, but they taper down like this. So it's 51 here. I think it's closer to like 55 down here, so I shouldn't need to get too crazy, but I would like to at least get it down here, and then I can trim the rest off whenever we're putting the body on. I think my back is already cut enough. If I have to, I can get in here some more, because most of my bracing is in there. I don't want to. If I cut any more out of this box, we will have to add more bracing for sure. But where it's at right now, I'm okay. So this is always a giant pain in the ass. It is always super thick through here. But I've done a lot of these chassis swaps, and sometimes you got to go way in here, cut the dash up, cut the vents up, and that's not fun. And it looks like we shouldn't have to do that. So that's exciting, but also a pain in the ass. So let's keep cutting, baby. I got to fix this phone. Something is wrong with this damn thing, I'm telling you. So I started cutting out the bracing for the windshield and the door on the other side. There's some real heavy duty pieces coming out. Nothing was moving, but still I had some roll bar left over from the beautiful Honda CRX. We're gonna weld that in. I'm not gonna weld it 100% right now, just in case something needs to move. It shouldn't, because I have it inside my line, but down the line, if I need to, I will. So I'm not gonna weld the living crap out of it. I just want it tacked in really well so it's not going anywhere. And then once I know it doesn't need to move, whenever we get the body on, I'll weld it fully. Not only did I weld in the roll bar, I put 1/4-inch plate to tie it in everything, so go nowhere. All right, let's keep cutting. We are almost done. I'm very excited. All right, she is cut. We've taken a lot of weight off this thing. We are gonna have to take it for a drive, see how fast it is. We probably took off, I don't know, 500 pounds maybe? I'm pretty sure this is all cut enough. I still have plenty of room to go in if I need to. The roll bar thing is just tacked in, but nothing moved at all. Really, really happy about that. I think if I would have got into here more, we would have had to really start bracing, but we're pretty good. Tomorrow, get it on the ground, take it for a drive. It's always good when you're doing a chassis swap to make sure everything still runs. I think there's only 2 grounds that I undid, and I marked them both. One over there and one over there that we'll remake the grounds for. The rest of the wiring was just out of the way. So I don't think I cut a single wire, which is awesome. Usually you cut a lot when you do a chassis swap. We'll be in tomorrow, I'll take it for a spin. It's gonna be a fun one. Gotta make sure you get all the glass out everywhere, because sometimes when you're buzzing down the road with no top, stuff will fly everywhere. It's a good time. I've done it before and it wasn't fun. All right, we're back.
The next day.
All right, getting ready to take it for a drive. I forgot I need to make a new ground for the battery cable. I need to fix that. Apparently it's in a bind, but only when you turn it off. I'm gonna weld a stud right there. I'm gonna probably hit my roll cage a little bit more, because I really have it lightly tacked. And then we should be able to put it on the ground and drive it. Boy, that's more annoying than the air compressor. All right, let's start working. All right, moment of truth. I had to whip up a shitty little battery box. Had to reattach a couple grounds. I realize now I need to put the seat back in it, but... Whenever I hooked the battery up, the lights came on because I left the lights on, so I still have working lights. I'm starting to really like Miatas, I'll be honest with you. All right, now we take her for a spin, baby. We gotta get it down to the other shop. I want to drive it first before we go all the way down there. Oh, yeah. Fit a little bit better. I just ran something over. So I 100% need to invest in a better camera mount. I usually have like 3 cameras on the car whenever I'm driving, and this one has fell off twice now, so that's not good. I mean, this was fun before, now it is ungodly fun. Also, we lost another camera mount, or another camera, and I think it was that same mount last time, so definitely need to tweak that. I had the Escalade out the other day, did the same thing, did a donut, shot off. So yeah, gotta work on that. Now we gotta get this baby down to my other shop where the Porsche body is, and I think I need to take my hoist down there to lift the Porsche body up. Even if Dad's helping me, it would probably be easier with a hoist. And I don't know if I ever made a video on this. I think I did, but I made this so it'll bolt to the back of my Hummer, so I can take it from one shop to the other real easily. It was actually just at the shop like a couple of weeks ago, maybe a week ago. But yeah, so I'm gonna get all this shit down there, and then we will buzz the Miata down to the other shop, start trying to put a body on it, baby. Sweet. Okay. Getting bit by mosquitoes, 4 pounds. Boy, she's a ripper. The Miata is here. Very excited to get it inside, but I have to move a bunch of shit before I can get it inside. I gotta get the wheels on this, get it forward, move the lowrider van that is outside that you can win right now. Go to Caseyscustoms.com. You can get entered to win, get yourself a sticker. Gotta move a bunch of shit, and then I can bring the Miata in, and I have my hoist here too. Hopefully, hoist that up and put, I don't know. Boy, I tell you, I don't know. We got a lot of work to do and not a lot of time. Let's get going. All right, now it's time to get silly. This is on rollers, so I could technically roll it out of the way, but I don't know that I have enough room over here. I might. Shit, hold on. Okay, after 2 hours, finally got everything moved, which was fun. Now we get to bring the Miata in. I technically think I need it sideways too, which might not be fun. We'll figure it out. let's move it around a little bit, and then we're gonna bring in the hoist attached to my Hummer, and we're gonna lift it up and try and kind of do something. Let's see what happens. Now you might be asking yourself, Casey, is that a flying Porsche? Yes, it is. You might also ask yourself, are those jack stands strapped to the front of it? Yeah, because I need the counterweight. Don't ask dumb questions. Is it stupid? Yeah, of course. Is it working? Yeah. Does that mean it's right? No, not at all. We're gonna probably still have issues, but see if we can't make something happen. Also, we gotta make sure the camera's on because I am sure something bad's probably gonna happen. I think this might be high enough to just go straight on, but I'm not sure. It might be. I can't see very good from the back. What did I hit? What did I hit? Oh, shit, I went too far. A-frame hoist at the other shop, but didn't have room for it, so you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. I don't like being under flying cars. I don't like being under flying cars. That's better. We gotta fix the e-brake on this, by the way. It does not work at all. I thought it was just kind of loose. No, it does nothing. That's not good on a manual. So I'm not trying to get it fitting on the body tonight. I'm already running out of time, but I would like this to be sitting down a little bit more. So I'm gonna trim this some, and it should drop down here, but I think I need to go more forward. Yeah, I do need to go a little more forward. So that might need trimmed as well. I don't know if I can do all that tonight because the video's already running late and Richard the cop is already whining, but I think I can trim this a little bit. Let's cut some shit real quick, see what happens. All right, time is officially up. We're dropping it where it's at. We're gonna see what happens. It's not great. It didn't move. It didn't move. It didn't move. What the, what? What? You should have moved a little bit. What the hell? Oh, I think the back is so heavy it won't let the front come down. Well, I didn't think that that was gonna happen. That's very anticlimactic. How do I cut all this out and it's so heavy in the back it won't go down? Well, shit. A little bit. No, you don't. Oh, maybe you do. Ooh. Shit. Perfect. Fits like a glove. We just need to put a windshield in it and we'll go driving. Shit. Fits like a glove. I mean, like a dream. We got some cutting to do. I'll be honest with you, I am pretty happy though. It lines up pretty damn good. I know that sounds crazy considering it's not even sitting on the body yet, but I haven't cut any of the Porsche yet. Porsche was cut by the previous owner. I haven't dug into it at all yet. So I'll come in here, trim this out some more. We still got to trim some more up there. You can see where it's hanging up on the little edge that I left. Pretty close on wheelbase. I got to go forward a couple inches, 4 inches maybe. So I cut this here. Most likely I'll need to go up to probably here. And then all that needs to be flat, which is good that we put our brace in there because that'll hold it all together. And then on the Porsche body, we got a lot of stuff we can get rid of. Previous owner, he was going to try and tie it in to the Porsche frame rails because I think he measured and he told me he could cut, I think, the rear of the Miata rails back here and then tie it in to the Porsche rails. I'm not going to do that at all. I don't want to deal with that. I just want to tie everything into the Miata. It'll be plenty strong that way. I don't like chopping up unibodies very much if I don't have to. I mean, we can basically hollow out everything in here all the way back into here and then just chuck all that, get that down on the ground. I can leave a lot of this back here, which would be nice because this is really heavy duty back here, but probably like right there. Oh, there's already a hole ready. We gotta get this video out. I can't have 150 hours in every friggin' video. I need to start ordering some parts for this. I have a lot of the parts. If you haven't watched my other videos, they're just bad. Really, really bad. I think my doors are usable. I have a coupe roof, which is really exciting, but quarter panels are junk. Trunk lid is junk, or hood, whatever they call that. And then the hood or trunk, whatever you call it. I think they call them a frunk. It's not good on that either. These are gonna be perfect for mock-up, but whenever we start kind of getting it attached to the body, I'd like to have new quarter panels because it'll make it a lot easier whenever I go to welding stuff. If I can just have a new quarter to put on and not have to try and deal with that. Whenever I first bought it, I found quarter panels for like 350 bucks each. And I was looking the other day and I couldn't find them. So I'm hoping they didn't discontinued because the OEM ones are like $2 grand a piece. No, I ain't doing that. There ain't no way. The quarter panels I was looking at, they go all the way up into the rear window, which will help our coupe transition a lot easier. Like I said, I have the roof and I have basically all the pieces to here, but I don't really have the back window piece. So that would help if I had quarter panels that did that some. We'll be back. We'll cut the living shit out of it again and get some parts coming. Also, side note, that Miata's a freaking blast. Miatas are the shit. I've been sleeping on Miatas for a while. And I'm talking, you know, big motor, have fun, V8. I don't even know if you need to. You can't really hop these up. I've seen people hop them up. But there was one on Facebook Marketplace and the guy had a supercharger on it. Supercharger, I think he said, was like $5 grand. And he was at like 190 horsepower. And I was like, dude, I'm not spending $5 grand on a supercharger to gain 40 horsepower. I've seen them turbocharged. They can get to like 210. I'm like, that's a lot for a lightweight car, but stock is like 150, 160. So, but V8 might not be the way to go. This might be a K-swap guy. Get a big horsepower K-swap in there. It wouldn't mess up my weight too much, but it also would be awesome to have a friggin' V8 in it. So I'll change my mind 70 or 80 times before it's actually time to put a motor in it. We got to worry about the body first. But I know most people are looking at this going, you're a crazy person. I'm excited. I'm so happy. Trust me, it is closer than a lot of shit that I do chassis swaps on. Extremely happy with where we are. Kind of got my hand forced on this one. City got mad about too many cars. I don't know why. There's only like 12 out in the yard and stuff. But hey, we consolidated 2 of them, got them in one spot. It's gonna be easier to work on too. It was time to do this. My original plan was to bring the body over to the other shop, use my big hoist, but this worked out fine. My little weld-on trailer hitch that I made for that engine hoist worked out pretty good. Luckily, this is pretty lightweight. It would not work if this was a heavy body. I'm stoked, super happy. Gotta order some Porsche parts. That's gonna hurt the bank. So for God's sakes, go to Caseyscustoms.com for the coolest merchandise on the planet. Buy some merch, get in on the giveaway, the lowrider van. It's out there, it's too dark, you can't see it. But if you want in on that, all the details are on the website. If you can't do any of that, can't spend money, and you want to help support the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit share, like, send it to your buddies. All that helps as much. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please like, share, comment, all the good shit they tell you at the end of videos. Check out some more of my other videos. Peace! I love you, be good. Toothless Customs out. This thing is so bad. God, I have to fix it. Love you, bye.